After Vanessa and Gregory leave the Pizzaplex, they would eventually discover the existence of the mimic within the bowels of the complex, and the two would formulate a plan to stop the monstrous endoskeleton from escaping into the world. However, before this, the tangle would tunnel up from the sinkhole, causing massive structural instability and the closure of the Pizzaplex. Vanessa and Gregory would eventually break into the abandoned complex and make their way down to the sinkhole, avoiding the now dangerous and malfunctioning animatronics. Just like Cassie after her, Vanessa would use the Vanny mask and the Vanny network to help Gregory. But given the fact that we see Vanny graffiti on the walls of the ruined Pizzaplex, as well as the knowledge that glitch traps still exist in the Pizzaplex's systems, Vanny would end up once again being exposed to the malicious virus. After finally finding their way into the sinkhole, the two would confront the mimic in its lair, with Gregory leading the endoskeleton into a trap using the vents. This plan would be partially successful, as they would contain the mimic using the mixer system, and where Vanny would be left behind in the bowels of the Pizzaplex, making her way to the upper levels of Henry's Pizzeria and away from the mimic. Now trapped within the remains of Henry's Pizzeria due to the damage caused by the tangle and the danger presented by the mimic, Vanessa would have no other choice but to try to use the Vanny mask to find some way out, further exposing her to glitch trap. Over time, the glitch trap virus would worm its way into Vanessa's mind and break her down, with the girl doing everything in her power to resist. However, this will ultimately end with Vanessa falling into glitch trap, with the virus using the Nightmarion and Mass Staff Ball to deliver the Vanny mask to Cassie. With all this falling in line with Kitty Kit's story we hear in Ruin.
Now let me tell you a story about a young woman who, when she was little, was led into a dark forest by a witch, and almost eaten. She had fallen for the friendly voice without discernment, and was led astray. She had escaped before being thrown into the oven, but would have a scar for the rest of her life. When she had grown, she sought revenge on the witch, and entered the forest again willingly, this time with the confidence of age and experience. She was greeted at the mouth of the forest by a young boy who offered to help guide her through the darkness. She welcomed the help, and followed the young boy over the river, through the jagged trees, and toward a small house. "Come," the boy said. "Rest here before killing the witch." The young woman was tired, and would kill the witch in the morning. She followed the boy into the house. The oven door closed. The witch would finally have her meal.